comparison video, this time between the Blistex Orange Mango Blast and the REVO Orange Mango. So let's get started between these two, actually pretty similar and comparable flavors. First off, format-wise, they're both solids, although one's a stick and one's in a dome. But packaging-wise, they both sport a pretty bright orange color, although this is darker orange. It's hard to tell in this lighting, because the lighting is not so great in here because it's getting dark out. But, yeah. So this, obviously it has more going on it, but ultimately, this one is just a more fun packaging, in my opinion. Neither of these are natural or organic. Well, this is kind of a hybrid one, but this one's fully synthetic. This is not part of any set or limited edition. This is both. This was from this summer's set from REVO. There was, I think, 5 or 6 of them. I honestly don't remember off the top of my head. And I still need to get around to reviewing the rest of those. Don't worry, it'll happen. I just haven't gotten around to doing them yet. But yeah, so there's that. The amount of product you get, this has 1/4 of an ounce in it, while this has 0.15 ounces in it. Shelf life, actually I think this one lasts longer, if I remember right. I think this one, it wore off of it. Yeah, it wore off of this one, so I can't say for certainty what this one was, but I seem to remember that this one's good till like 2018, if I remember right. And this one's only good till October of 2016. But because of how soft the lip balm in this one is, I think a good amount will be used up by then. Anyway, price point on these, this was only about like $2 or so, whereas this one, I think I paid about $4 for, and that was online, but in stores, these are like $2.50 normally. So there's that. Ironically, I bought this from the same store that this originally came from, despite that I bought it online. So, yeah. These are not exclusive to Walgreens, however, you can find these anywhere. Sturdiness-wise, this is pretty standard for a stick. It's pretty darn sturdy. But then, so is this one. But because of the shiny, smooth plastic, it is prone to scratching, so you gotta be careful for that. The writing on the bottom's just my writing, so I'd remember which name it was. But, yeah. No special features or medications or anything here. This has SPF 15 in it, and has just sunscreen and some lip protectant medication, but other than that, it's not really medicated. Scent-wise, I feel this is a lot more accurate than this one, because this, you smell both of the flavors that you're supposed to smell. You smell primarily the orange, although it's more tangerine in my opinion, but you can smell mango. This one, on the other hand, it smells really good, but it doesn't smell like what it's supposed to. Yeah, to me, that smells like peach. Maybe, like a tiny hint of citrus in there, but this is really peachy to me. It smells just like the tangerine one did, which also, incidentally, smelled like peach. Not even like real-life peaches, but like the fake peach scent, you know what I mean? So, this wins over that for being accurate, but in terms of just my own personal preference, I like peach better than orange, so I technically like that one more, but in terms of what it's supposed to smell like, this one does a better job of that. Color-wise, they both go on clear, but the wax in them, this one is uncolored, it's just white, while in this one, it is a bright yellowy orange color. It looks yellow in this light, but it is an orange, believe it or not. But it's a very, like, orange juice, yellowy orange. So there's that. Flavor-wise, they're both really sweet, but this one you can actually taste citrus in. This one is pretty much just sweet taste. Consistency-wise, they're actually both kind of on the thicker side, if I remember right. It's been a while since I've put this one on, but I seem to remember this being one of the thicker ones from REVO. But this one is definitely thicker than the REVO itself. and is creamier in my opinion and smoother, but this one also feels very nice on your lips. But this one is more of, oh, what is the word I'm looking for here? I think it has more of a slickness to it without being greasy. While the REVO, I mean, it's creamy and all, but there is some stickiness there. Not horribly so, but it's there. Moisturization-wise, though, they do both get the job done. So I have no complaints with either of them on that. Shine factor, they're actually also both very, very similar in terms of what the finish looks like. They're both kind of semi-matte. Longevity-wise, they're about the same. They both give you about an hour or so of wear. They actually both kind of hold up to the drink test. So ultimately, you know, these are kind of in a tie with each other for me because, I mean, like I said, even though this one technically does a better job of living up to what it's supposed to be, just on personal bias, I prefer the scent of this one more. But yeah, if I'm being entirely fair and taking my bias out of the situation, I think I would have to say this technically, on a technicality, wins over the REVO just because it actually smells and tastes like what it is supposed to, and technically does feel better on your lips than the REVO one does. Even though the REVO, it feels very nice too, and it also smells very nice, just like I said, I'm trying not to use the cop-out tie thing too often, so I try to force myself to pick one if at all possible, and even though it's only by like a fraction of a hair, this technically wins over the REVO, but only by a tiny bit. So anyway, that's all I have to say here. So as usual, if you like this video, click the like button. If you're not already and you'd like to be, click subscribe. Leave comments down below. Until next time, bye!